you know, in this day and age of celebrities, you know, every brand has a celebrity holding their product. And Krug, as the uber luxury champagne of LVMH, which was, you know, being rated as the highest champagne wine, and consumed by connoisseurs, they wanted to assign a face to the brand to say, who drinks this brand? And, you know, you're looking at luxury, you're looking at what's going on out there, and, you know, everything from Kohl's to water brands have a celebrity holding a bottle. And you know, and the public knows, that at some point these people are getting paid $1 million to hold your product. Whether they endorse it or not is another question. So we had to kind of juggle our thoughts on how do you address something like this. And we created a celebrity campaign that I'm very proud of. It won the World Luxury Awards in Monaco, which we won again for NARS Cosmetics. We did a digital campaign, and eventually I judged the third year from that. But that was our first introduction to that. So what we said is, let's say there's a celebrity. Let's say, I don't know, pick anyone that you think in your mind. And you say, why do I love this director or this artist or this filmmaker? And it's him, it's his face, maybe, maybe not. It's really what he's done. What has he contributed to culture? What has made him who he is? So the idea was to, let's first of all find who actually drinks Krug. And off that list, see which ones fit our DNA within the brand. Who fits Krug as a brand? And let's create a auto-portrait of this person through objects that say something about him. So the campaign looked something like this, where you had a series of objects plus a bottle, and it was assigned to a person. So I'll give you an example of Graydon Carter and Jean Nouvel. We did David Lynch, we did Buzz Aldrin, we did Angelica Houston, and Graydon Carter, who's the editor of Vanity Fair. Now, Graydon had served, which is the top one here, had served Krug Rosé at his wedding, which is a great story, and this was real, you know, and this was not a coincidence. We actually looked for people who actually are users of the product. And he gets a case up there, and Jean Nouvel gets a bottle. So each object tells a story. Now, when you do something that separates you from what's out there, it almost opens the door to all the other things you can do with it. It kind of leads you in those roads. The digital version of this was a website where you went and you saw the ads. As you moused over the objects, you heard the voice of Graydon Carter, David Lynch, tell you the stories about these. Angelica Houston saying that I had my first glass of Krug with my father, John Houston, in Ireland, and that was how I got introduced to Krug. Graydon Carter talks about his wedding and how he served rosé because his wife was a huge lover of rosé. Now, that's a very intimate, personal way of talking about a brand and associating a celebrity to a brand than normally done. David Lynch was given a bottle by his agent when he was nominated for the first time. So there's all these stories that came out of it. There was an exhibit. The objects were toured as events. One of the objects from each of these people were donated to charity. The money went to auctioned off, and the money went to charity of their choice, which created press and conversation about the brand. So you see something that you think down into how to do it opens the door to many other things, and you can see how an idea could evolve into many forms, if you will. Some packaging design we did for the limited edition for them, and so on. And again, here's an interesting way to deal with a celebrity campaign. And again, there's probably 100 other ways to do it, but it's different than what's done, and it's a way that fits into the DNA of the brand. The brand is not loud. The brand is not mass. It's deeper. This gives you a feeling that the brand knows these people on a more intimate level than here's a check, hold the bottle, thank you very much.